Most people understand that in order to be successful in life, you need to behave in ways that make you high value. However, very few people actually understand how to do this. So in this video, we will review the 8 worst habits that destroy your success in life, and prevent you from living like a true high-value man. Number 1. Stop attempting to fit in. Trying to fit in is a massive waste of time. You're never going to be like everyone else, and that's a good thing. Embrace your uniqueness and don't try to conform to someone else's standards. Many people make the mistake of trying to fit in with the crowd. They try to dress, act, and do what everyone else is doing. This conformity leads to a life of mediocre quality, and it's not something that a high-value man would subscribe to. If you're always trying to fit in, it's time to start standing out. Embrace your uniqueness and don't be afraid to be different. This is what will make you successful in life. Men of high value are confident in their own skin and embrace their uniqueness. They don't try to fit in with the crowd. Instead, they stand out from the pack. Don't waste your time trying to fit in. You're never going to be like everyone else. Also, it's much more fun to be different. Number 2. Stop trying to please others. Trying to please everyone is a recipe for disaster. You can't possibly make everyone happy, so don't even try. It's important to focus on your own happiness, and what brings you joy. Trying to make others happy will only lead to frustration and disappointment. Many people mistake putting too much emphasis on what others think of them. They try to please everyone, and end up pleasing no one, least of all themselves. If you find yourself constantly trying to please others, it's time to focus on your own joy. Start doing things that make you happy, and don't worry about what others think. You'll be more pleased with yourself in the long run. A high-value man is a man who knows what he wants. He doesn't take crap from anyone, and definitely doesn't try to please everyone. Every time you try to please someone, you're behaving like a beta male. Focus on yourself and what makes you happy, and you'll start to see the success you deserve. Number 3. Get over your perfectionism. No one is perfect, so stop trying to be. It's important to accept yourself for who you are, and to focus on your own progress, not perfection. Striving for perfection will only lead to frustration and disappointment. Many men think that they need to be perfect, in order to be happy and successful. This couldn't be further from the truth. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to take action and strive for progress. If you're always trying to be perfect, it's time to focus on progress instead. Accept yourself for who you are, and don't strive for perfection. You'll never be perfect, but you can always be better. A man of high value knows that he is not perfect, and they don't try to be. They focus on their own progress, and strive to be the best version of themselves. So the next time you're trying to be perfect, remember that it's okay to make mistakes. Just focus on your own progress and keep moving forward. Number 4. Stop seeking acceptance from others. You don't need anyone's acceptance but your own. Stop seeking validation from others and start living your life for yourself. Many people are looking for approval from others. They just want others to validate their choices, and tell them they are doing the right thing. This need for acceptance leads to a life of insecurity and self-doubt. If you're always seeking approval from others, it's time to start living your life for yourself. Don't worry about what others think. Just focus on what makes you happy. You don't need anyone's approval but your own, so start living life on your own terms. High-value men don't seek acceptance from others. They live their lives for themselves. When you seek acceptance, you're living your life for others and their opinion of you. Who cares what others think? You're the one who has to live with your choices, not them. Number 5. Start standing up for yourself. If you don't stand up for yourself, you're not going to get very far in life. People will take advantage of you, and treat you poorly if you let them. It's important to be assertive, and stand up for yourself when necessary. This doesn't mean that you should be an ass to everyone, but it does mean that you should be able to stand up for yourself when the situation calls for it. Many people mistake being too passive, and let others walk all over them. Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself, and set boundaries when necessary. If people are constantly taking advantage of your kindness or your passive nature, it's time to start speaking up for yourself. Assertiveness is key in any situation, so don't be afraid to use it when necessary. Number 6. Stop being so nice. While it's important to be nice to people in general, you shouldn't give special treatment to those who don't deserve it. This doesn't mean that you should be rude to people, but you shouldn't go out of your way to help those who don't deserve it. Many people make the mistake of being too nice to those who don't deserve it, which often leads to them being taken advantage of. Sure, it's nice to help others, but you shouldn't do it at the expense of your own well-being. Not because you have anything to prove, but because you're worth more than that. There are plenty of other people who deserve your kindness, so don't waste it on those who don't. You'll know you're doing this if you find yourself going out of your way to help someone who doesn't seem to appreciate your help in the long run. It's not worth your time or energy. If someone is constantly taking advantage of your kindness, it might be time to cut them out of your life. Number 7. Stop waiting for the perfect time. There's no such thing as the perfect time. There will always be something holding you back, so you might as well just go for it. Many people make the mistake of waiting for the perfect time to do something. However, little do they know, the perfect time never comes. If you're waiting for the perfect time to start your own business or to ask that girl out, you're going to be waiting forever. Stop waiting and just go for it. You'll never have everything lined up perfectly, so you might as well just take the plunge. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll see results. When you wait for the perfect time, you're wasting your life away. Stop waiting and start living. Acting like a man of high value means going for it, even when the odds are against you. You don't need everything to be perfect. You just need to take action. This is the only way to see results. Number 8. Stop constantly comparing yourself to others. Comparison is the thief of joy. It's important to focus on your own life and your own journey. Constantly comparing yourself to others will only lead to misery and discontentment. Many people compare themselves to those around them. They compare their looks, their accomplishments, their possessions, and their lives in general. This comparison leads to feelings of inferiority and envy, neither of which are healthy emotions. If you find yourself constantly comparing yourself to others, it's time to focus on your own life. Appreciate what you have and be grateful for your blessings. You'll be much happier in the long run. High-value men are content with their own lives, and don't compare themselves to others. They know that comparison is the thief of joy, so they focus on their own journey. You can't compare your first step to someone else's 100th step. Focus on your own progress and be proud of your accomplishments.